Hey, it's Lauren. So today's video is really exciting for me because I've tried a lot of these tools over the last couple of years and I've had a really hard time finding one that I love. And today we're going to be talking about the Drybar Single Shot Hot Air Round Brush. And you may have seen they initially launched with the double shot, which is the oval variation of this type of barrel. This one is round and I believe it is like 2.5 inches. It's pretty big. So I have tried like the Revlon hot air round brush. I've tried ones from Conair, from Hot Tools. I think I tried one from Chi, and I've just had issues with all of them. Either they get way too hot, as in like the Revlon, which like would scorch your hair, or they don't have enough power like the Conair. And a lot of the oval shaped barrels gave me problems because I have a lot of baby hairs. And what would happen is with those oval barrels, like whenever you would get them on the kind of the upswing, because of how the vents were placed, they would like blow my baby hairs like backwards. So it was not working for me. So believe me when I say I have tried a lot of different tools. So I'm really excited about this one because personally I love a rounded barrel. The nice thing about this one is it is really, really big. So you're gonna get a really nice voluminous overall look. If you are someone like myself, who's a bit lazy with their hair, you can tell I let my hair air dry overnight. I didn't do anything to it. I've got some waves that are kind of starting to come back where my hair isn't like bleached to death on the ends and it's just kind of wavy and messy. So if you're just kind of lazy and you don't feel like doing a lot to your hair, you can let it air dry and then the next morning just take a spray bottle and re-wet it a bit. You gotta get it pretty damp, but basically, we're just gonna start from here. And I'm gonna give you a little tutorial on how to use this tool to maximize the effect to get that really pretty kind of like blowout finish without spending a ton of time on it. So the key with this is that you don't wanna have soaking wet hair. I usually have my hair about 85% dry. Or in the case of like right now where I'm going back and I'm adding some moisture to it to be able to style it. The other thing I'm gonna do, and I put some of this on my hair last night, but I use the Prep Rally from the Drybar. This has heat protectant up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So this will really help to protect from heat damage. So I'm just gonna put an extra little layer of that. Quickly kind of brush all that through. We may have to re-wet it as we go. And the other thing that I have also from the Drybar, I really like Drybar products if you can't tell. The other thing that I have from the Drybar is their High Tops Velcro rollers. And so after I do each section, I'm going to pop those in. Let's kind of clean up this part. My hair, as you can tell, it grows like kind of that way. So I don't really do like a full-on center part, but I'm kind of embracing center-ish because I'm trying to be one of the trendy kids. I'm totally not. I feel like I'm on Mean Girls. I'm a cool mom. What's the 411? What's the hot gossip? Okay, we're gonna wet this a little bit more because it's trying to dry out on me. All right, so to start, what I'm gonna do is I usually section my hair in about 3 different sections. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start kind of above the tops of my ears and pull all of this up out of the way. Take just a basic clip, and then I try to pull it kind of in 2. And this particular dryer, you just spin this little dial, and it's got a cool shot, low, high. So with that, we're gonna start on high. I'm gonna do this section, put it in rollers. I'm gonna drop the next section, put those on some rollers, and then do the top one, and then we'll catch back up. everything is up in rollers. As you probably noticed, this front section of my hair where I have like these shorter kind of face framing pieces, I don't have them in a roller. I've tried putting them in a roller before and I just don't like the way that it lays. It gets like real bubbly up in the front and that's really not what I want. So as you can see, I've got 2 of the bigger rollers down at the bottom. I've got the 3 smaller ones kind of around this area and then the big one up on top here to really give some lift and volume. And so basically you just have to let all of this cool down for a little bit. And then when you take it out, you're gonna have a really big, voluminous blowout kind of look. So obviously you don't have to use rollers if you use the hot air round brush, but I personally like taking those extra couple of seconds to just pin it all in place because I just find that it lasts a little bit longer and I have better volume that way. I also have a really, really layered hair right now, which is kind of interesting because I layered it a bunch for when I wear it wavy and I like really kind of like, you know, work with my texture. It just lays really nicely. And I've kind of found now that it's super layered and when I blow it out like this, I kind of get like a variation of the Rachel from the 90s. I'm just really trendy like that apparently. So I think these have had enough time to kind of cool down so we can go ahead and start taking them out. Hey girl. So at this point, what you do is you really just kind of go through with your hands. You could even use a brush if you want. I'm gonna use my Baby Mason Pearson because I do like to keep this next to my station. And a lot of times, like after I do this, I'll finish it off with look at those little shorty pieces. I feel like I have the Rachel in a way, maybe a little longer, like when she was growing out her famous signature cut. Sometimes I will take a little bit of like a finishing serum, like a Moroccan oil or like some Oribe or even the balm from Hair Story and just kind of run that through the ends. But like, I love this effect. I love how glamorous it feels. It's such a nice change of pace from just letting my hair air dry, and it just feels very like glamorous and fun. This is not sponsored in any way. This is not gifted. I purchased everything myself. So I hope that you've enjoyed this review. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps other people find my channel and I can continue bringing you these kinds of videos. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.